What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome start of the weekend. So just doing some rounds in the room, and this beautiful lady is shedding out. Can't wait to see what she's going to look like. And for some reason she's flipping her tail back and forth, and I have no idea why. I don't know if she's wanting to bite me. I don't know if she's hungry. I don't know what's going on, but she's been doing this for a couple of seconds. Her color right now, and she's, not even in the best colors because she still like has her old skin on her, but there's a lot of awesome, oh yeah, she's wanting to bite, greens and purples and a whole bunch of awesome colors in her right now. So I'll just put her, I'll leave her alone. I just wanted to show you guys her acting a little crazy with the tail flip. She was doing it like crazy. Obviously when you put a camera on something that they don't really, they don't do what they were doing before, but both of her eye caps have peeled off, so that is perfect. And who knows how long it's going to take for her to shed out. It is pretty humid in there, so hopefully she has a perfect shed. The Moonglow shed, I think I showed her earlier on an earlier video, but if you missed it, here she is. This girl is gorgeous, and if you're new to the channel, the Moonglow is an Anri and an albino and a hypo. So kind of like the Snows. The Snows do not have the hypo, but they both look really, really nice. They're definitely difficult to get pictures and videos on because of how bright their colors are, and the light just kind of brightens them up and it just kind of hides all their colorations. So I got the VPI Jungle looking really good. I got to feed all of these. Since most of them are out of shed this week, this will be the last one because I had her, the Moonglow, and the VPI IMG. She just came out of shed a couple days ago, which looks really nice. I've been cleaning in here a lot, as you can see. Just going through all the cages, make sure I get all the poop and the pee out of them, even though it's, it changes every day. They poop a lot. They pee a lot. The Motley, I have to put bedding in with her. I did a full deep clean on her cage, and she is in deep blue shed. So she should be coming out of shed here in the next couple of days. I have a whole bunch of rats here and bigger ones down there. So I think I'll put the video, or I have to feed all the ball pythons. You guys let me know if I should still, or if you want to see the live feedings on those. I try to, my apologies on the glass. Pop-Tart Deep Blue. It's this. I'm so excited about her shedding, and I can't wait to see her grow up. All right, so I've noticed that both anacondas, the way I'm feeding them, are normally 2 to 3 times a year they shed out, and I'm assuming that once they hit their growth spurt, whenever that is, they should shed a little bit more. So let me know if you guys want to see the live feedings on the ball pythons. I know some of you guys are a little curious on how they're doing. A very small, well, I have a very small audience on everything, but very much smaller on the ball python stuff. Obviously, a lot of people come in here for the feedings and the live feedings, which is perfectly fine. I try to do it as educational as I can. I don't want it to be, just a mass murder of little rats, but they do have a purpose in the food chain. That is what the snakes eat, and a lot of ball pythons just don't eat frozen thawed. It's just how it is. A lot of the babies eat live right out of the egg, and some of you guys that don't have snakes and are gonna get snakes need to understand that and possibly see that, and so you can get over seeing a live animal die for the food purposes. But I do have a few snakes in here that are in shed, so I need to bump up the humidity for him, Banana Clown. So normally when they're in the water, the humidity is not the greatest, so I didn't need to mist hers down, or him, his cage. And then the Orange Ghost, super entry, she is definitely in shed. You can see how dull her colors are. And alright, so that's pretty much it. And I've done a lot of cleaning in here. I still have a lot more to do. It's an everyday process. So if you guys think you can get away with not cleaning a lot of snakes and owning a lot of snakes pretty much every day, you know, it's just not how it is. So let me set up the tripod and then we'll check out the Argentine because I want to show you guys her. She's looking phenomenal. She still is angry and she hates me when she's in the cage, but we'll see her outside of the cage. Alright, we got her out, and this is the beautiful Argentine boa. She is a pure blood, and it is a locality boa constrictor. So I've had a few of you guys tell me that you guys have very, very nice and docile Argentines, and it makes me pretty jealous because I never know with her when she's in her cage, and I say this all the time, but she is a hit or miss snake when she's in her cage. So she's always ready to strike, she's always ready to bite anytime I'm around her cage, or now even when I'm opening her cage, because on her cage you can kind of see over there how I have paper towels in front of the glass. So anytime I'm around her or she can see me, she just lunges at the glass, and she's a very hard biter and has a very strong strike. So my biggest fear, and I'm sure some of you guys have the same fears, when you guys have your snakes in display cages with glass or plexiglass, they strike on a defensive or on a feeding response. We don't want them to break their jaw, or even worse, break their necks, and then they die. So trying to keep her as safe as possible. You know, they say snakes aren't aggressive, but no joke, she strikes at the glass, and it's not just a one strike. She strikes and she chews and she gnaws on the plexiglass. So she either really hates me or she's just very defensive about her living arrangement. But when she's out, I don't have any issues with her. She's one snake that I would not trust close to my face. I mean, if she kind of comes over there a little bit, then that's okay, but she's not a snake that I'm going to put around my neck and have her, you know, be all around my face and give her kisses or anything like that. Like, I see people do that all the time with boas, and it just makes me nervous because you never know what could trigger a snake into a feeding response. There are some animals, you know, I think it's mostly the pythons with the heat pits. If they get a heat signature, they could strike. I mean, it's the same thing with dogs. You should never go up to a dog and put your face into theirs. And I don't know why she's wanting to come up into my face right now, but I know I shouldn't be scared of her, but I do not want to take a bite from a python or from, well, anything. Although I do have a beard and that might protect me a little bit, I think that would still suck. So these are gorgeous animals. They do get pretty large for boas. I think they're, other than the anaconda, I think they're one of the bigger bodied boas. I would say 10 to 11 feet. I've heard rumors or stories that they can get up to 60 pounds. Now that is a lot of weight for a boa, which I don't think I don't think too many people will really put them on a scale to say if they're that much, but I think 20 pounds would be, 20 to 30 might be more accurate. I could be wrong. One of the sad things about these snakes is they are, well, last time I checked, they are on the endangered species list in South America because the humans are overpopulating the area, and it's more difficult for them to find natural places to live. But thankfully we have a few good breeders in the States and in Canada. I'm sure Europe and maybe other places out there that have taken the role onto breeding them to keep the species alive. So importation is not possible on these in the US. Right now they're kind of hard to find. If you find one for $700 or less, I would jump on that as fast as I can. I've seen females go up near $1,100, $1,200 as babies. Depending on where you are, where you look, on a male they're cheaper. Females are on the more expensive end, and this girl is, there's nothing even up there. I got a new light fixture up there. It's LED, there's no fan. They do like to climb, so I do feel kind of bad not putting her in an enclosure where she can enjoy the trees, but I'm being a bad snake owner on that, I will admit. But these, she's 2016, she's gorgeous. As babies, they are a little more gray and chalky looking, and then at about 6 months to a year, they change over to their adult colors, which is just like her, the blacks and the whites, and very, very beautiful head markings on her. If we can see, kinda maybe, but just a very curious, nice snake to have. If anybody's into locality snakes, highly recommend the Argentine boa over, yeah, I think I'll say it. I think I would recommend an Argentine over a Cin-city. I think I would, honestly. So I'm very happy to have her, and she's just going to keep on getting bigger and bigger. I do like the Max Pinks. I might pick up a male in the future, kind of low on money right now, and put a Max Pink to her, because I think I would get the black and whites and the Max Pinks. And since I do believe the Max Pinks are still a pureblood, so mixing these two together should not have any issues or cause any drama in the snake world. Hopefully not. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. It's kind of all over the place, but I just really wanted to show you the Argentine, and then the IMG started to shed out, so I had to put her in there. And so I'll put her back, and maybe, well, I'll just check really fast. So the IMG's half done, so we'll see her on the next video. Let me know on the feedings. I know a lot of people don't like that. I know a lot of people have unsubscribed. I know a lot of people don't support it, but I try to do it in an educational way. But let me know on that. Maybe that's something. I did stop it for months and months, and then I started to do it again just for updates, and anybody that it reaches to safely feed a live animal to your snake. That's my goal. So it's possible, and this girl eats frozen thawed. On all the big snakes, they all get frozen thawed because a large rat would definitely mess her up. And getting into the berms and the anacondas, getting into the rabbits, they have very sharp claws, and they can scratch and they can do a lot of damage. So lots of updates on her as she gets older and much larger. She's definitely calming down right now. Very, very nice head patterns behind the eyes. So that's it. I'm just rambling right now. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend. See you on the next video.